Let's talk about making one that actually uses some AI. I think it really gets significantly more powerful once you get to that level. So on the top left, I'm going to click on plus. We're going to click on workflow, and let's actually save this workflow first. I forgot to save it. Save the workflow. Now we have a new workflow here. All right, so for an AI workflow, let's start off with maybe a chat style input. You could connect this to something such as, I don't know, WhatsApp or any other messaging platform, Telegram, for example, if you want inbound messages to do that as a trigger. So it could be an app event. And if we just say WhatsApp, Business Cloud, for example, or Telegram, Telegram right there if you want to do that. But to kind of simulate it right now, let's go with our own inputs on this so we don't need to connect that at the moment. And so we're just going to go on chat message. So chat message, and we can say this is going to be, okay, looks good, that's fine. And we can go back to Canvas. So now we have our chat on the bottom. Let's kind of slide that up so you can see the chat. So we can say test chat, hit enter. There we go, message was received. So now we have our first node of the chat input. Now we want an agent. This is where it gets a little more complicated, but very powerful and very interesting. This is essentially what is going to have the agency to make the decisions, as I mentioned earlier in the video. So let's click on plus, we'll click on AI, and we'll click on AI agent. So I'm just going to click on back to Canvas, and you'll see the AI agent is right there. Now, this is a little different than the other ones, which had one input and one output. This has one input and then several peripherals connected to it. So you've got a chat model, you've got memory, you've got tools. So that might be any kind of resources it could use, and you have an output over there. So for the chat model, let's click on plus, and we have a number of chat models: DeepSeek, Google, Gemini, of course. You can connect Llama, you can connect OpenAI, Grok. There's really all the major ones are here, including Anthropic as well. And so choose your preference, choose whatever is most accurate, reliable, affordable, whatever your preferences are. So let's connect, I don't know, I'm going to connect Grok just for the sake of simplicity. I'll create a new credential. We need an API key. So I'll go over to Grok to get that. Now I have my key. I can paste that in. I can save it. We can purchase some credits. So we can purchase $5 worth of credits. We can say continue, and now we can make our first request. There we go. So I paste in the API key, I try it, connection successful. We should be good to go on this. So now we have an AI model connected. That's good. I can now click on back to Canvas, and for our first test, let's just say hello. And I'll say enter. It's going to send it to Grok. It'll come back to me and it says, hello, how can I help you today? Okay, so the chatbot is working. It's connected. We're good to go. We're all connected there. But you'll notice that we don't have anything to store memory on this. It only works one time. It doesn't work like the normal Grok or ChatGPT, for example. So if I say my name is Mike, we'll say go. It's probably going to say like, hi, Mike, or something. And then I'm going to ask it, what is my name? What is my name? And it's going to tell me, I don't know your name. I'm sorry, I don't have access to personal information, including your name. Okay, so it doesn't know my name right now because it doesn't have any memory. So I'm going to click on memory, click on plus, and let's just go with the simple memory that stores n8n memory. That's easy to use. I'm going to use this one. We're all set to go. And right now, number 5 right there, that means there's going to be the context window length is 5. You could have it longer if you wanted to store more memory, but 5 should be sufficient for what we're doing. So let's go back to Canvas, back to Canvas. Now we can try it again. So my name, so now I could say, what is the third letter of my name? And it tells you it's a K. So it remembers my name when I type it in like that. So that's good. Also, we can move these things around, move the nodes, so it's a little easier. So if we have more room over here for more tools, so we can connect some other tools. So tools are going to be essentially either other n8n workflows. You can connect other workflows as resources right here. It could be code right here. It could really be a number of other things. It could be an Airtable, for example, which I probably will do in a second because we already have that connected. It could be Asana to see what your schedule looks like. Remember in the beginning of this video, I said the meal planning, you would add in the tools, you'd probably have one would be like a list of all your favorite recipes. You'd probably have another tool that would be your calendars, so it can see those and manage and make the decisions accordingly. And then the output over here is going to be essentially what happens next. Is it going to go to another AI agent to make more decisions? Is it going to be transformed? Are you going to split it? Are you going to merge it? Or are you just going to have a simple output of, all right, let's send that over to a report or an email or something like that. So now let's say we're going to add maybe Airtable, for example. We already have that connected with the petitions on there. So this is going to allow us to set it up. So we can automatically or manually set it up. This can be searches petition list, just telling the AI what this actually is. It is a record. We can either get, you can create, you can delete, or you can search records. So I'm going to search it, and it's going to be from which list? Well, we have our contact management, and we have specifically the table called contacts, and this should be ready to go. So let's click on back. And from here, now let's say, what is Ricky's political party? So I could say in the petition, what is Ricky's political party? We'll say go. And you can see it kind of searches, talks to AI, it talks to the memory, it talks to AI again, it checks the records, comes back to AI, and then gives me the answer. Ricky Bobby's political party affiliation in the petition is listed as independent. So this is now working. We can add many other things. We can add other tools, as I mentioned, if you're doing like that grocery thing. We can add outputs here. There's so much that you can do with n8n. All right, now we can use two fingers to scroll around anywhere and kind of reposition everything. You can move things further apart. You can move them closer together. We can add more things on here as well. So more nodes.